Ready to go now. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. And there's a foul ball. 0-1 now. In the air, left field, down the line. That gets down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. Bryce swings and drives one deep to right. That's well hit. Going, gone. A two-run shot. It's 2-0. So the streak stays alive. His fourth straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And first offering is fouled off. Late that time, it's strike two. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the third and final game of the series. And the next pitch is way outside. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man at first, nobody out. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Nick Castellanos. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Hammered down the line, could be extra bases. Around second is Schwarber. And that's a double. JT Realmuto steps in. Golden opportunity right here. And that one fouled off. Schwarber on third. Castellanos at second with nobody out. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that is a big first out. And now it's Alec Bohm.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. 10 hits in his last 5 games.
That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. The run comes in from second, and it's 4-0. The relay.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
And here is Sosa to the plate. 1 out and a runner at second. In the air, center field. Series sizing it up. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. So a man aboard, and now for the Phillies, Weston Wilson. Inside, almost got him.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
This one in the air. Alonso has a beat on it, makes the grab, and that is that. Back here with my pal Siggy, and on the hill for the Phillies, Zach Wheeler. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, It's extremely impressive, and you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today. All over that one right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
There's a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
High fly ball, right field. Castellanos makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's Juan Soto.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And first offering is fouled off.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he'd played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
Swings and misses. 2 down. And now it's Mark Vientos. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Inside, just missed. Lindor off of first with 2 away. And that is out of play. This one in the dirt. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Mets strand 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. All set for the start of the inning. And digging in for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. Hard hit left side. Fires across the diamond and quickly 1 away in the 2nd. So the lineup flips over, and the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Turner. Next offering, pop foul off to the right, out of play. 1 out, bases empty. Ball. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
2 down, bases empty. Here is Bryce Harper. That's towards center. Siri in position. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 2nd, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And it's fouled away. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Rojas moving under this one. He's got it. 1 down. And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez. Didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Next one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Alvarez launched a homer in his most recent game. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one to first, Harper. And he handles it himself for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Castellanos ranges back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Montas back to work. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Puts it away for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Castellanos, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, a former first-round pick back in 2010. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. Gone straight into the visitors' bullpen. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add a run. It's 5-zip.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. 1 out, runner at second. And here comes Alec Boehm. Doubled in his first AB. And that one fouled off. Man at second. On the ground, out to short. Slings to first, 2 away. And the batter now, Edmundo Sosa. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
And there's a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Left field. Base hit and a run in to score. So 2 down. Now the left fielder, Weston Wilson. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
0-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Sosa, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And we're back. And now here's Jeff McNeil.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Sosa. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. And now it's Jose Siri. Didn't play in last night's game. A little breather for him. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out. And now it's Frankie Lindor. 1 for 1 with a single. misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs, base is empty. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That's back there. Gone. And they boost their lead. It's 7-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And first offering is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. And that is cut on and missed. And that's strike 2.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
The short stop takes the ball.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
So Trey goes down on strikes. Here comes Bryce Harper. He's already homered in this game. And a foul ball.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
On the ground at first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter Kyle.
2 down, base is empty. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather power source. It's now 7-0. You're dialed into the show. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And out number 1 on the grab.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Soto stands in now and watches strike 1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
On the ground right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Vientos batting for the 2nd time. And that's strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Phillies digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Vientos whips it to first. And a quick out number 1. Here comes Real Muto. 1 for 2. On the
Nope, that's
ground.
foul.
And it goes just foul. That's hard hit on the line. He's got it. There's 2 away. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. On the ground to third. Toss to Alonso. And the Phillies are set down. Back here at Citi Field. Here's Pete Alonso. Right through there for a strike.
Well, Boog, it didn't take very
0-1.
long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023.
And down on strikes he goes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And first offering is fouled off. They've got a post lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Brandon Nimmo now at the plate. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Ooh, he missed a mistake right there.
Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
2 outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
And they'll do it again. Got him looking. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Blackburn back to work. Fouled off left side. Sosa measures 6 feet even, 210 pounds. And he was born in Panama. On the ground to the left. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Now batting, left fielder Weston Wilson.
So a man at first. Here's the left fielder, Weston Wilson. 0 for 2 in this one. Maybe a 2-ball. 5. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. Over to McNeil. Johan Rojas digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Lined, and that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. Now the tag at third, and they got him.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making an out at third base.
That one fouled off. Rojas leads off first with 2 down to the inning. This to third. And that will end the inning. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. And Kyle Schwarber will come up 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
1 down, base is empty.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. 2 down, nobody on. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. Castellanos headed for third. The relay throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends. We go to the 8th, so digging in now for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it falls.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Realmuto gets his lead at first with nobody out. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And that one is lifted in the air. Nabs it to second with the throw, and no chance to get back. It's a double play. And we're back. Now the left field. So a lefty out of the pen. Tanner. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, A.J. Minter.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Trey Turner now. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Out towards right center field. Siri sizes this one up. He makes the grab, throws to second, throw behind the runner, and they got him doubled off. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 9th, and now it's going to be Francisco Lindor. Strike on the inside corner. 0-1. Banks, a 6'1" lefty, 205 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And there's one down. Here's Jesse Winker. Swings and misses. 0-1. Winker needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers. Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Right side, hard hit. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Phillies come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep. This one ends